What up? It's WizFiasCole, aka Wiz, aka Wizard. Why? Because you cannot fathom the wizardry. So hey, I want to talk to you in the C section. And we're going through the season finale of season 3 of The Flash. Not bad. Glad I didn't bet. I'm glad I didn't bet money on that HR twist. Kind of interesting that's what happened. I didn't expect it would be HR. That shit had me like, whoa. I'm glad I didn't miss it. I was over there cooking my damn dinner. Had to run out the kitchen. My fucking burgers almost burned. So that shit was like, what? It's HR. Now I have another problem. How the hell was it HR when there was only 2 face changers? They didn't establish there was more than one face changer. I guess they established there was face changers that existed. But Barry had the other one. So that was very strange that he just happened to randomly have a second backup face changer. At first I was thinking, oh, it's probably Harry from Earth 2. But yeah, I should have known that HR was going to die. Everyone was telling me, oh, check it out, man. There's like photo sets of a funeral that has HR's tombstone. I didn't really give it no look because I don't like look for that stuff because that kind of spoils the show for me. But anyway, getting on to that HR twist, it makes sense HR died because he was being all sappy and shit in the last episode, basically asking, borderline proposing to the chick, oh, I want to join your Flash team and so on and so forth. And, you know, the actor that Tom something, the actor that plays him is always, he wants to basically play a different version of Harrison Wells in every season. So I didn't think HR was going to last because he's kind of annoying. And I'm not really mad that he's dead. I guess it makes sense. He was useless, and this is the most useful thing that he's done. R.I.P. though. That was crazy. Hold on, man. People keep hitting me up to look at random shit. It's nutty. Let me get in this chat, man. I want to see what y'all talking about, man. About to get a guest in here in a little bit. But it was good stuff, man. I'm glad that Iris was alive. It kind of made me feel relieved because I was like, Iris is my honey, and I'd hate to have her die. I was just looking at pictures of her just saying, oh, what's good, Lorenzo? It's me. I just earned that cash. Wait, it's you what? What did you do? What do you mean you just earned that cash? Oh, got it. Where's the stripper, y'all? It's Hannibal. Hey, what's up, man? Oh, what was I going on about? Oh, yeah, about this damn reveal that Iris never died. That's just crazy. That's actually pretty smart, though. I kind of like it. It was like the best way to outsmart this guy. But I love how they have that piece. Like, I thought she didn't bring that piece when Jesse Quick brought that piece. I thought she gave it back to Savitar. Savitar got it back on his hand. So where the hell did they get the other piece from? Maybe I missed it. Maybe I should pay more attention and watch the whole season again. But I swear when Jesse Quick brought the piece of his claw to him, it went back to his hand and she found his dumb ass. But I think she might have stabbed him with it as well. But that was very weird. But damn, the piece let him, and they didn't even think about it. Like, I'm still trying to figure out, okay, so there was a piece left from the armor. How did they not realize that they could use it to follow Savitar? They didn't think about it. Like, it's like they were stuck in a perpetual loop that said, you're stupid. Continue on the dumb path that you're on. So you're adding $20 on my bank account. You said that you would if I got the extra thing, right? Oh, man. I'm glad we didn't commit to that. You didn't send me the PayPal link, so it's too late now, sir. But damn, you're right, though. Oh, a whole lot of people that money. Y'all was telling me the funeral thing. And I'm just over here like, that doesn't make sense because I don't know. That was just kind of some sketchy writing. They wrote themselves in a hole and they wanted to get themselves out because I love how like the first 5 minutes you can explain all this shit. The first 5 to 10 minutes you can explain all this shit that happened. You can explain all this shit that happened and be like, well, look, here's what happened. I went to the drawer and got that freaking random piece of metal that honestly we shouldn't even had, or we should have thought about using. And I went to go find her. You didn't tell nobody about this. Like nobody thought about this plan. Like nobody thought about this either. HR just had a random burst of intelligence. I'm just like, okay. So pretty much, yeah, he found the piece and he took Iris's place. And he could actually escape with Iris. He could have actually escaped. They could have brought Vibe with him and they could have escaped. And then Vibe wasn't even damn with, well, she was still with Savitar. So Vibe could have still came. But I guess they were so focused on their plan, and I guess he didn't want to alert nobody else that you know, because basically everybody was essential to the plan except for HR, who is Flash's future villain. I'd like to know that too. I'm not 100% sure, and I don't want to speculate. I don't like I said, the reason why I got the prediction wrong for Iris dying is because I don't like to search up that stuff, because I feel like it spoils me, it spoils the fun of the whole episode. So I don't like to search up that type of stuff. But it's gonna be an interesting villain. Savitar sort of semi redeemed himself, but it was revealed in the show. It was revealed in the show. I didn't see no villains. All I saw was the Speed Force saying "Come home to Mama." That's all I saw. I didn't see her say "Come home to Mama." That's all I saw, man. But it was a good finale for the most part. A little convenient, but it was such an exciting time, and they didn't hold back like they usually do. So it was cool, and they like how the paradox thing actually worked about catching up. It wasn't like no damn Legends of Tomorrow where it's like, oh yeah, some convenient bullshit. It made perfect sense that it was like it had to catch up to him. So I like that, and it was like he was on a ticking time clock. It would have been interesting to see him get established throughout time, and I'm glad Cisco wasn't a complete idiot and made this man a full working type of machine. And he's kind of desperate. You could tell he was desperate. This silly fuck boy damn trusted Cisco to build him a working machine. Like, come on, man. Be for real, bro. Like, be fucking for real. Let me see. I want to invite my friend on here. I'm like, be fucking for real, man. Cisco's not going to build you no damn weapon, man. And it would have been I was like, this finale, though, it was about to ascend to some new damn heights. I'm telling y'all. It was about to ascend to some new damn heights if they would have convinced Savitar to knock this foolishness off. Do you think they are going to take a break like they usually do? Oh, yeah, man. Well, it's the finale, so of course they're going to take their summer break. But yeah, it's basically a basic ass network television show. They're always going to do those ridiculous breaks, and that's hella annoying. So I can't even expect that. Now, we can't be selfish, sir. We can't expect everyone to be like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., oh man. We can't expect everything to be like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That show was just next level. That ended off with a 10-10 finale. There's nothing you really could have asked for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And The Flash, only thing I could have asked for was there was so much that happened. That whole he's got to go back to the speed prison thing, though I feel like it was deserved because this whole season was all about punishing him for being selfish. And I'm like that. I like that. The specials where he had to team up with all the other DC shows. I like that. And I liked how the first part of the season as well, that was basically about him like rectifying his problems and all that other shit. And I like that at the end, it all ends with him getting the true punishment from who he really is deserved from the Speed Force. And I like that as well. It's just, it all went too fast. I got the point that he needed to be punished. It was made clear throughout the whole entire season, but they could have spread this out a little bit longer instead of all those garbage filler episodes. Like that memory race episode was completely damn redundant. I guess the only thing they could establish was that their memories are connected, I guess. But it was some good, interesting stuff, man. And I wish it wasn't so bundled in so quickly to rush through it. Because Supernatural got a 2-hour finale where they wrapped out all their storylines. Even though it's split into 2 episodes, is a finale, a 2-hour finale. And they had one storyline wrap up from least to greatest. And Flash could have done something similar. Like every episode, Every finale of The Flash wraps up in a boring ass way, like sort of boring. It got better with season 2, but it was still basically like you solved the problem. Now you're just doing something that's needlessly unnecessary. Season 1, where he had to choose to let the fake Wells go to the future, and it was like, you whooped his ass already, man. Like, don't do the most. Like, don't do the most, man. And then season 2, that Professor Zoom guy, this dude over here, like, hey, I want to test who's the fastest. It's like, okay, you're doing the most, Professor Zoom. You really don't have nothing else you can do. You're really being just completely difficult now. There's no reason. And this finale felt good. I would say, even though this season sucked, it probably had the best finale, mainly because the season sucked. I'm saying it straight up. This season was garbage. This season was garbage. And the majority of the episodes were a waste. And really, I won't even say it redeems itself. It only gets better if you watch the first 2 episodes, maybe the first 3, and then you watch like the last 2 episodes of this season. But sadly, you have that dumb Savitar memory erased episode, which I did not like. But sadly, that's probably included with the last 3. But yeah, this show it had a strong beginning, strong end. But sadly, the beginning and the end were just such little pieces of time. Okay, what else? See if anybody else is messaging me. Do you think they are going to kick break it like they usually do? Can't believe the villain was revealed in the show. I don't know who the next villain was revealed in the show. Savitar's gone. And then I love the Flash team up. The Flash team up made me go, yes. I was like, if it would have been even more perfect, they would have got Jesse Quick. That episode, that finale of the episode, a good chunk of that season should have had the budget spent on having those 4 speedsters, Jay Garrick, Barry Allen, Wally West, and Jesse Quick. All of them battling against Savitar because he has that beast-ass future tech. That would be a good fight. And I'm glad they at least had the other ones except for Jesse Quick. I'm glad they had them on there battling because that was fucking awesome. I love seeing that. They're running through the woods. And then it's like they don't have to spend that much budget. It was smart to put it in the woods so they could still do it. And he's seeing his ingenuity jumping so damn high and shooting the energy powers at him. That was pretty awesome. And what else did I miss? Oh yeah, the main part I was talking about was the fact that made this show almost ascend to high levels. Is if they would have convinced this guy, they would have convinced this dude, hey, look, you matter. We want to be your friends. Because I was loving that. It went on longer than it should have, and it's a good thing. It's good. It should have went on as long as it should. It should have went on as long as it should, because that was actually pretty interesting. And I would have loved for the first villain of Barry's to actually be reformed. And I was like, oh shit, this dude could actually be like the next level hero or something, man. Like he could actually be like a new type of hero. Like the Power just have the fucking gold and the yellow ranger. I mean, not gold and yellow, with the gold or the gold and black ranger or the fucking white ranger or the green ranger. This guy could be their 6th ranger, so to speak, for lack of a better term. This dude could be the guy that basically they call in at the last minute, like Jay Garrick similarly. But I guess Jay Garrick is taking that spot. But they could have him there as a backup dude. I don't know if he'll be a part of Team Flash, but they didn't take the route. And I could see that Savitar had an ego. He's been put in the back so long. He was always meant to be a failure. He was always meant to die. So it was kind of sad. And I'm glad they took that route for a little bit to show that, because that was interesting. And he did bring up a good question. I guess he did want Iris after all. Yeah, he didn't want Iris before. He was going to kill her ass, but now you want to be with her and all this other crazy shit. You want to be with her and you want to do this and that and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. It wasn't going to happen, dude. And that was kind of sad because, like, he was asking legitimate questions. What about me? Where am I going to fit on this fucking team? What about Iris? Why you want to be with him and not me? Like, he was really getting into it. And then I could tell he was hot, had that shield up. And then he let it go down to try to appeal to Iris's love for him. And he knew that face was fucked up, man. he knew that face was fucked up, so he wasn't gonna be getting in that draws soon. I'm trying to get in Iris's draws, but he wasn't gonna get in those draws. And that's when he recoiled and was like, "Fuck it." It was great. It was pretty interesting how it was so quick how he blew up the building. Like you didn't know where the fuck he went. All of a sudden, he's just gone. Next thing you know, boom, the building blew up. Like he was planning, like, yo, this is my backup. If they try to do some bullshit, like kill me or piss me off. And it was kind of sad to see that he really couldn't be accepted. Even though he was trying to do right and they were trying to do right. I like how they were just defending him, saying, look, man, we're gonna try to make this work. And I really appreciate that from them. I really appreciate they were willing to try to make it work and do the right thing and honor this man and try to, formulate a friendship with this dude. And I really wish that could have been the finale, because the Flash finales tend to take a different approach to finales. They try to solve a problem and work things out through a different way. And it's more appreciative. And it would have really been appreciated here, because this season has done a little to no thinking at all. So I would have really appreciated it for this season. But yeah, lo and behold, he has an ego. I mean, once you want to be called a god, there's really nothing you can do. There's really nothing you can do to try to temper the guy's ego down and shit. There's really nothing you can do, man. It's like, I can call myself Savitar the God. So why the fuck would I do anything but try to attempt to be a god? And he made a good point, man, if his plan works. But he was really trying to beat a dead horse, man. There's nothing you could do. You were just doomed from the start. After you got your memories that Iris was alive, you should have been like, well, fuck, I'm dead. Here we go. I'm toast. It's like, you should have been like, here we go, I'm toast. But, megalomaniacs, they got to try it. That's just what happens. And sadly, Tracy was upset because her lover was killed. And they brought HR. Sorry, HR died. So they had to bring Harry instead in his place. And I was like, yes, bring the dude that everyone likes. Fucking Harry, man. Yes, fucking Harry. Harry's the fucking dude. Even probably my favorite version of Harrison Wells. I'm still wondering when we're going to see regular Harrison Wells. Did we see him at the beginning of this season? I think we did. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay. Anyway. What the fuck? Yo, these dudes are having... Y'all wilding. Oh, my gosh. Check out my Discord. Yo, if you're in the comment section, or if you're listening to this video, check out my Discord. My Discord is called Life and Time. I put a link in the description. Check that shit out. These dudes are wilding on here on the fucking Discord. I wish Savaberry could have been saved. And also, wouldn't Savitar remember this happening? Liberty Littman. Well, I think it deviated from the time stream. I mean, even Savitar admitted what the problem was, why things didn't happen the way they did, because he fucking cheated. His arrogance of him thinking he's a god. He did everything earlier than it should have been done. He knew that Barry was going to go to the future. And I was wondering if he knew. He should have known, because Barry went to the future. And he basically was pushing Barry to do extra stuff that wasn't before. Like, it's like kind of like foresight. He knew, like, let's just say, it's not exactly the same exact Savitar, but it is kind of the same exact Savitar. And he's basically like going around the circle, and he keeps going around the circle from the future to the past of now. And he basically said, you know what, let me modify some things. And that's what he tried to do. He even admitted it. He wanted Tracy to build the machine earlier because he was going to actually use it to do something else, instead of him existing continuously in a circle within that set time frame, having to do that exact same shit over and over. He wanted to exist in every single timeline. as in like every single year, I guess you'd say. And he got an ego, and that really fucked him up. If he was a time remnant, why does he have memories as real Barry? Well, also, he is from the future. He's from the future. And if you got to remember that a time remnant is basically you from the future already. So he's from his future's future. So when he went 8 years to the future, that time remnant was like from that 8 years version of Barry that we saw in that episode. He was like a little bit further in his future, not super further, but when you make a time remnant, it's usually from like either like a second in the future to like years into the future, or you know what I mean, or it's like a leftover version of yourself that shouldn't exist. Is basically what a time remnant is, and that's basically what Savitar was. He was the future Barry's version of Savitar, but that was like when he didn't know. That was continuing the existing loop, because Savitar just was talking about how he was used as a disposable body to fight Savitar, ironically. And then when he realized, shit, I am Savitar, because I want to do this and that. But I'm thinking, was there an original Savitar? This finale, in fact, I'm not rating this thing badly. I'd say like it'd be a pretty decent to good finale, but it would have been phenomenal if the original Savitar would have came, and it turns out it was a completely different dude, like the dude from the comic books, whoever the fuck that is. I forgot his name, but whoever the fuck was the original Savitar. That'd be crazy if that fucking guy came and he's like, well, thanks for doing that shit. So I would never would have thought that Barry, the fucking Flash, would have took my place. Even if it is a time remnant, it's still him, the main him, the original him, so to speak. And then it'd be like, oh shit, he's the real Savitar. Like that'd be perfect if like Savitar turned good and the real Savitar comes and he's like, yeah, you're a bitch. You're supposed to continue this pain wheel, this chronological pain wheel, and you're not. I set up to be this way and you didn't. So then he like stabs him and kills the fucking time remnant Savitar version of Barry. And then like the true original version of Savitar who started the time loop is now the villain of that. At least that first, well, at least the rest, like the last of this finale is what I'm trying to say. Of this finale, that shit would be crazy if like, yeah, I started this thing and now he failed to continue the chronological pain wheel. So then Barry's like, oh no, oh my goodness, that'd be so fucking crazy, man. That would be so fucking crazy, dude. Holy shit. I got a lot of people on my damn. You're missing the new raid. Okay. Everyone keeps hitting me up on this damn Discord shit, man. Haven't seen the episodes yet. I gotta catch up. Oh man, he missed the episode. Where's okay, hold on. Sorry, y'all. Damn live streaming and fucking typing and shit. Okay, if he was a time remnant, why does he have memories as real Barry? When the ending where he goes with the SF, make the Speed Force make the real Barry Savitar, and also the timeline doesn't make sense because someone says that Savitar was around for centuries or something. I think with the fact that it was like rumors and shit about him, technically in this timeline, in this version of the Flash, Barry was really the first one to get Speed Force powers. And if you even go even more technical than that, Reverse Flash, because if you're in the future and you go to the past, you exist in that past. Therefore, you are technically the first person with Speed Force powers. from that sense. So Savitar probably did some time traveling, is my first theory. He probably did some time traveling, or he just made up some bullshit. He just made up some bullshit, and because he's like throughout the times. Oh, also, yeah, it could be both of that, because also he does get trapped in the Speed Force before the loop is broken, and via the Philosopher's Stone that he's attached to, which we learn is calcified Speed Force. We do learn that if it's open, he can link to that shit, and it basically can like send him out for a slight bit as like a phantom, so to speak. So I think that's probably it. Any thoughts on next season? I don't know, man. I was kind of hoping that Trickster would be the main villain, but he's kind of goofy, and he's like a Joker light. He's like a watered down Joker. So they gotta have some villain that has the mic presence. That's a rap term. The mic presence and the charisma, because you gotta have that in the villain. And I think they haven't really had that. I would say that Zoom had that, because he showed up. He was scary. He talked like this all the time, though. Didn't have much of the personality, just the psycho. Reverse Flash had it, but he wasn't in there enough. He showed up for like a split second, like I think like episode 5 or whatever, which is pretty interesting. I like that. And then he didn't show up too much in the series until like later on towards the end, when it was like, yeah, this is it for me. And then he came out in full Reverse Flash costume doing his evil shit. It was really like the last couple episodes. So I don't know how this next episode is going to be, because they said he's not going to be a speedster. And now I'm like, I like that, because now we can't say, hello, my name's Barry Allen, I'm the fastest man on earth, and it won't be a lie. But now I'm thinking, who's this guy that's going to challenge him? Because I thought the best guy to challenge him would be Trickster, because he's earned himself at least 2 episodes. So now I don't even know what the hell the next guy is going to be. And Gorilla God earned himself some episodes. He earned 2 episodes in a row. He earned himself 2 episodes in a row, man. So I was like, Gorilla Grodd's not going to be the villain, because he had his little 2-part finale. And Gorilla Grodd obviously requires too much damn special effects and shit. And it's going to be completely ugly, because I don't want to see that garbage PlayStation 2 looking Flash hanging the hell out, looking garbage. Just like, hi, my name is Barry Allen, and I have terrible CG. Ugh, that was gross. But man, what else? Oh yeah, Iris. I liked Iris. I'm glad she's not dead, because Iris is my honey. I love that character, and she is a strong woman, and I really appreciated her. And they said they're gonna do better next season. I should have known she wasn't gonna be dead, because they literally were saying we're gonna do better next season, and I don't know how they're gonna do that. But I was like, okay. So Iris is gonna be alive. We're gonna see what the fuck she's hitting for, and like what's her character gonna be like, how they're gonna make it. And and like it's a pretty good setup though for Wally, to see what Wally's potential is. Because if they say Grant Gustin is done with the show, not that they are, because everyone likes Grant Gustin, but if they are, or if anything happens, God forbid, they've now set it up for Wally to be his replacement, since now it appears, because most of these shows, they still, like, in their continuity, in their canon, they're going to continue. What's good, man? What's good? Get Thomas Swag. But like I was saying, in their continuity, they still continue on, and then we just catch up when something really important happens. So, meaning season 1 is gonna, the first episode of the next season is gonna have something interesting happen. So we're gonna see, but pretty much for the next couple months, they're gonna basically have it where Wally's setting up his whole Flash thing, and he's doing his thing. He's set up as the main hero now, and he's gonna rise to his prominence. And I think that'll be pretty cool to see what Wally does as a Flash. But Wally's all right. I just don't like that freaky little jiggy nigga haircut he got. That's just, what is that? It's weird. Cover your hair. Like, it's already enough your face is still kind of sticking out. Like a quarter of your face is sticking out. But cover up that jiggy nigga hair, man. Like, who's not gonna know that's you? Why is your hair all looking weird and stupid? Like, your hair was nice and cut, and I thought that that little low cut Caesar you had was pretty clean, but then you get this frilly jiggy nigga haircut that makes you look like a bitch baby. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be hating on Wally, man. Wally's a good character, not for me. I like Jesse Quick. Jesse Quick would have been much interesting as a sidekick, but I know they're not gonna have her because I don't know. I would have really liked it if we had another season with Jesse and Harry, because those are actually good things that came out of season 2 that really could stick around. Seeing Jesse and her dad, and then be like, oh shit, we can have fucking her and her dad hanging out, helping Flash out, and it'd be like a duo and shit, and we could have awesome threats and just cool shit. Oh fuck, I'm missing the comment section. Hold on, let me read the comment section. I'm sorry, y'all. Wait, why did Barry go into the Speed Force? Oh, Barry went to the Speed Force because it's basically his punishment. But I guess the Speed Force is gonna just basically just have him there to keep the void. They're not gonna torture him like they said. They said that it was a hell, but it's not gonna be for Barry. He's gonna have his mom there, and she's gonna just be with him. He's just gotta fill the void that taking Savitar out did. Like, cause he ruined the continuous loop with in between each section of the loop that goes to the future and the loop that goes to the past of Savitar doing what the fuck he does and how Savitar is created. That's the second loop. It's basically all hinges on there being a Speed Force prison. And because that loop is broken, just like season 1, there is a paradox, a black hole, something that's going to destroy the reality because you broke how time was supposed to work. So Barry had to fill that void to close it up. But this is all my best assumption. I think it's kind of stupid. Speed Force, you're like the all powerful, like you are the kinesthesia of life, man. You are the movement, so you can work something out. But it's just Barry's punishment is all I'm trying to say, and he has to make it right, and that's what this whole season was about. What else? Wait, why did Barry go into? Wait, the Philosopher's Stone explosion was similar to the particle accelerator. Does that mean that Aobar uses a piece of the particle or Philosopher's Stone or other Speed Force object to create the original particle accelerator? I don't think so. I think that it's just the Philosopher's Stone, like Savitar said, was calcified Speed Force. So they both kind of use the similar types of energy that a particle accelerator would use. When you think he coming back? Well, it's called The Flash. So my best guess is the first episode of the next season. Like he's gonna pop out like, because also another thing y'all gotta remember though is the newspaper it went back to normal. I'm very pleased with that. It went back to normal. How well it said in the first season. The Flash just appears in the crisis. This is not a crisis. He was not in Flash costume. And the newspaper also was dated in 2024. So therefore, he is going to be out in like, what is it? 2017. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So by season 10, he has to be out. So he is going to get out. I'm pretty sure it's going to be next season, even though it's called The Flash. But I mean, Wally's there. He's called Kid Flash, but he does take up the full mantle of Flash. But yeah, he's black though. They're going to know it's not him. But he's going to be out. He's going to be out. I'm pretty sure it'll be the first episode. He'll pop out because Speed Force like gives him the energy, and he's like, we're linked to fucking us. So you behave because you got to defeat this one asshole who's a threat to all of us. It's going to be somebody like that. But it might not be someone who's a threat. I might have misspoke on that. It can't be someone who's a threat to all of Speed Force because they said that the villain's not going to have Speed Force powers. So it's got to be somebody who's powerful enough that speed won't even mean nothing to them. Someone like the Hulk. Most likely not, because there's a lot of special effects. But I'm just throwing out a random ass idea. It's got to be someone. It's got to be someone who's like someone who can get out of a situation from a speedster. Get out of an area fast enough, man. That's all I'm saying. Someone who won't have a speedster hold him back or limit his capabilities, limit what the fuck he's doing. Like, you can't stop me, motherfucker. I'm still in here. Yeah, hold this. Something like that. And what was up with the lightning storm? Yeah, basically Elite Gaming. It's just the Speed Force was because it was like I said, it's basically they're pretty much their paradox, man. It was pretty much their paradox because there's no one to fill the void. After they pulled Jay Garrick out, I guess they had to show there was an imbalance or whatever. I mean, the main thing is though they had to show some type of display that shit was gonna go wrong. They had like, if Barry didn't see no damn lightning storm and Speed Force came out of the portal and said, "Barry, we need you to come back," I don't even know if he would have went. Now, if you show the city getting destroyed and people getting killed, it's a little bit more influential to get someone to come back. Then I think we introduced another show into the team up. Supernatural. Oh shit. That'd be so lit, yo, if like they went to a different universe and the next season of Supernatural and it was the Flash. My name's Barry Allen and I fight demons. With the help of my friends Dean and Sam Winchester, we right the wrongs of the universes. But anyway, I hope Caitlin returns and is the Speed Force like, and is the Speed Force like heaven? Can you see other people trapped inside the Speed Force? If so, Barry could save Lynn. The Speed Force is like heaven, but it's not like a normal heaven. It's like a speedster's heaven because they're so intrinsically connected to the energy. Since they're intrinsically connected, when a speedster dies, they go into the Speed Force. That's why when Barry was killed, yes, don't mistake it from TV show tropes. Barry was actually killed last season. Twice to be technical, but yes, Barry was actually killed last season when they gave him his powers back. He was disintegrated. He was killed, and he went into the Speed Force. They just brought him back. So if Barry could save, oh, you're talking about Leonard? Oh yeah, my buddy Leonard Snart. Oh man, that was one of the highlights of the episode. That was a pretty good episode yet last week. I like that. I like that team up. He's like, wow, looks like we have another situation. Make the plan, expect the plan to go wrong. Like supernatural heaven or whatever. It'd be pretty neat, but I don't know. No, people aren't really connected. Like the Speed Force is connected throughout the universe, but not to the point where it allows anything but speedsters to come into it. So if you die and you're a speedster, you're going into the Speed Force. If you die normally and you're a normal guy, no, you won't. But the Speed Force can look like you because it is a part of one of the forces of the universe, like gravity sort of, and like death or like eternity. It's like that. Well, the Speed Force mother. Did Barry's mother say, "Barry, you're going to hell"? No, she didn't say she's going to hell. They said it. The reason where hell came from, the term when they were saying hell, was because Jay Garrick said it was like hell, and Wally said it was like hell. But thankfully, the Speed Force mother came out and she was saying, "No, it ain't gonna be like that for you, Barry, because you did right. He did right the whole season, but he still has to, like you said, it's still his penance. He still has to go in there because you got to make it right. You got to fill that void up. So unless they find something to fill that void up, there's nothing that it can really do. It's gonna have the energy spill out into the world. Just very interesting though. I'm just thinking like there has to be a beginning to this closed loop situation, but I don't know because it changed the future, so it can't. It couldn't be been just a new closed loop. Well, the Speed Force mother. Yeah. He's not going to hell though. Barry's not going to hell. He's not going to suffer because the mother showed up and she was looking fine and happy, and she's just trying to get him to come in freely because he has to do this. And I guess he's gonna just basically read the little dinosaur for like air quotes all eternity. He's not though. He's gonna be gone. He's gonna be released in a couple of months. They're gonna be like Supernatural when Dean went to hell and he was only gone for like 4 months, but it felt like 40 years. Time didn't have no relative meaning. The same thing with Speed Force. Time doesn't have no relative meaning because it goes so fast and it's so loosey goosey throughout the universe. It's just the energy that we all experience, man, moving. I don't know if my friend's gonna come or not. He didn't hit me up. Oh man, that's crazy stuff. The red Speed Force Lightning looked like the one in that weird Supernatural world. Yeah, it did. It did. Someone's gonna be writing a fanfic, not no sexy, over the top gay fanfic, but like someone's got to be writing a fanfic about like all the universes combined together. Because I know Supernatural is a comic. It is owned by Warner Brothers, and it is an anime. So that'd be pretty crazy if someone likes a fanfic or like Dark Horse Comics, because they love doing those versus things. Love to see them do something versus Vampire Diaries with Supernatural Brothers, or like have like all the universes collide and Sam and Dean like live the same universe as the Flash, something like that. Demons shouldn't exist if Flash is there, but Flash ain't going around like saving everybody. He's just saving his city. He's just saving his city. The Flash is the man, though. Oh man, I gotta post some pictures of my damn thing. And what else? But even though the future was changed, he is still in the same position as Savitar. I mean, that's just written in stone. Yo, I was thinking that too, Liberty. I was thinking that too, like, yo, what if homie was meant to always be in there, and that's how Savitar was. But nah, Savitar said something about Savitar said something about him being a time remnant. So that Barry would have to be a time remnant. Because at first I thought it was going to end with Barry still creating a time remnant in the first place. Because like, yeah, it has to happen. And I was going to be like, oh shit, they're really taking it there. And then he gets even more mad. That'd be crazy if he created a time remnant. He's like, I got to create a time remnant. But then it wouldn't have worked out for the show. It wouldn't have worked out for the show because it would have been another a case of season 2's finale. Would have been like, you didn't learn your goddamn lesson. You literally did this. You didn't learn your goddamn lesson still, man. Come on. But I honestly thought he was going to create a time limit and be like, all right, go in there. But even though the future was changed. So is Barry just going to be in the Speed Force doing nothing? I don't even know. My best guess is when you're in the Speed Force, you're reliving a moment of your life. In front of how the Speed Force is being so common with him, I think, in holding his hand, I think he's just going to just relive good moments of his life and just basically be in heaven. Like someone has to be in that place. Someone has to fill that void. So I guess he's just going to be in there existing. Like you said, doing nothing. But like, I assume my assumption is just reliving the best moment of his life with his mom as she reads him the good dinosaur. Because it's like, damn, so is Barry just going to be... So that'd be crazy. I get my prediction for next season is that it's gonna basically be like what we saw in Flashpoint, how Iris and Wally are teamed up and they're hanging out fighting crime, and I think that's how it's gonna be. And I actually like that. I would like a full episode to be like that. That'd be pretty cool if they chill out and then like tease at the end that Barry's coming back, but like have a full episode of Iris and her brother like working shit out and trying to figure out how to beat these creep ass villains and stuff like that. Kind of feel sorry for Barry, but it is what he gets though. He was selfish, and I think he did need to learn his lesson. And I'm so glad that the show kept harping on him, from stopping Flashpoint to the effect of his friend's brother being killed in that car accident, to changing the baby, to how everyone looked at him, to the Legends not really thinking they could trust him, to the alien invasion. This season really harped on that. It's just, I still say it's the worst season, and it's worse in the case that it's season 3 of Arrow. It had good potential, but they didn't know what to do with it. And the villain didn't get cool or sort of interesting until towards the end. Like, they gave you something, but it wasn't enough. And the answers still don't fucking add up, man. Like with the Philosopher's Stone and everything, and how he was going to pop out. I mean, all I got is fan speculation. So, I mean, when does season 4 start? Season 4, I had Google that real quick. I don't want to delete my pictures. Pictures. Let's see. When does Flash That's probably gonna be in like the fall. Let's see when my buddy starts. I don't know. What do y'all trust? Let's take the first one. Den of Geek. denofgeek.com. The Flash Season 4 will speed your way on the CW in fall of 2017, and they're going with a different kind of villain this time. The Flash Season 4 is already confirmed, and the CW is feeling good enough about it that they renewed it early in its Season 3 run. The current season has been a marked improvement over the strange detours of Season 2, so confidence in the Flash Season 4 is pretty high around these parts. Now it might seem like it's still a little early to start throwing the Flash Season 4 predictions, but a few months ago, we had our first clue about next year's big baddie. Next season, we're not going to have a speedster as the main bad guy. That's what Andrew Kreisberg said. Okay, there's something of a relief. While, of course, Season 1's Eobard, the Reverse Flash, was kind of the gold standard of speedster big bads, some was a little more of a mixed bag during Season 2. The Savitar storyline continues to unfold during Season 3, but it's nice to see that they're looking to explore other options. So who could that be? Well, in a recent episode, we got a major clue from a minor villain. As Abracadabra was being led off to face his fate, Barry tried to appeal to his better nature, begging for information about Savitar. While pointing out that nobody hurt Barry as badly as Savitar will, Kadabra rattled off the names of the villains who have most impacted Barry's life, including Thawne and Zoom, but there was another name. Devo. Oh, shit. We got a name, people. Devo. So, I mean, when does Season 4 start? I can't believe they killed Black Flash. They did absolutely nothing with that character. I would have loved to see Eobard and Merlin use him against Legends or Team Flash. Well, he did. They did use Black Flash. Black Flash was a guest character on The Legends of Tomorrow. I mean, he did his job. He killed Eobard and he killed. Well, he didn't technically kill because it's damn. What's his name? Professor Zoom. But he showed up towards the end and he chased Eobard. I mean, I guess. Well, you want him to kill more speedsters? There are not many more speedsters that can be killed. Because thankfully, in this world, everyone with super speed is good. Except for, like, those minor few. Thank goodness. It's usually, like, early October. The next villain is going to be the Thinker, right? It says Devo. I mean, that's a good idea. The Thinker, that's a pretty good villain. But Devo. There's only one Devo worth mentioning in Flash mythology, and that's Clifford Devo, the Thinker. Oh, wait. So he is the same villain. Okay, goodness. Thank goodness. Let me see. Devo is traditionally known as more of a Jay Garrick villain, first appearing in all Flash comics. Number 12, way back in 1943. He took on both Jay Garrick and the Justice Society numerous times, and he had a quaint, by modern standards, thinking cap, which allowed him some amplified psionic abilities. But when his physical body died, he became a non-living artificial intelligence with even greater power. Okay, so exactly what I was saying. If they're gonna have a villain who's the Flash, he's got to be either massively powerful to where speedster, a person that's really fast, a person that moves faster than him won't affect him, like the Hulk, or he's got to have somebody to teleport or get away. So yeah, an incorporeal being is actually a pretty interesting way to go if he's just nothing but a pure conscience. Shut up. And it keeps unpausing. What a son of a bitch. You just keep unpausing. What a bastard. Okay, what else? The next villain will be going to be the Thinker, right? Yes, I think so. Edward Devo, aka the Thinker. Yes. What else? He had a quaint, cool little thinking cap. Became a non-living artificial intelligence with even greater power. It's easy to imagine a kind of hybridized Clifford Devo making trouble in the show. Next year, if he's indeed the big baddie of the Flash Season 4, then I imagine the showrunners already have something interesting mapped out for him. One thing has been teased a couple of times for later seasons, and it's the kind of story that only makes sense for the latter seasons of a show like this one. But there are major potential spoilers involved, so go there at your own risk. The Flash Season 4 to arrive in early October. just like previous seasons. If we were to put money on it, I'd feel pretty good about October 3rd or October 10th. But the CW hasn't officially announced anything yet, though. So we got to see. The Thinker, y'all. What do y'all think about the Thinker? I think like it'd be pretty cool to have him as the villain. Like he's mind controlling people to do shit. He's being a bastard, like trying to take over, and like he's like basically using people's bodies as like a weapon, and he's nowhere to be found for like the first half of the season, and then it ends because you know how the Flash always does, man. The damn show mid-season finale ends with him actually beating the guy, but instead of him being stupid, letting the guy get away by like, oh, season 2's method of we got to go back to that world and we got to fight him. It basically the mid-season finale. It ends with him getting killed in an explosion or whatever the fuck happens where he loses his body, and then he's nothing but a living consciousness. That reminds me, when will Barry create Gideon? Oh shit, good point, man. Good point, because I need to know when the fuck Gideon exists. What if Gideon's like also in a time loop as well? The artificial intelligence. It was brought here by Reverse Flash, and that's just about it. He was brought there by Reverse Flash, and that's just how he has Gideon. Damn, Gideon can amass massive intelligence. I don't know why. In fact, why isn't Barry using Gideon at all? That's kind of a waste of it if you think about it. Because if he literally has Gideon right now inside that secret room that he loves to use so much to hide people, and it's there to operate that computer, it's at that little terminal, he should integrate that advanced AI into everything. And then they could just work it out and just make like cool shit. Like, yo, we're here to do cool future stuff, and we have Gideon here, who was a man. And if I just be speculating, but if Gideon is like a piece of artificial intelligence that's in a time loop that gets brought there by Reverse Flash, so on and so forth, then I think that would be even way cool because it should have absolute knowledge, at least within its time loop. If it's an AI that keeps going throughout time. Okay, because even if Flashpoint happened, the Legends are still a team. And didn't Gideon tell Barry in the first season that Barry created her? Yeah, Barry did create her. That was another thing I was gonna lead to. Like, AOR fucked up the timeline. There was an original timeline that let's just assume is the comic book Flash. And so with that assumption, we can assume that Reverse Flash fucked up that original timeline with the comic book Flash. And that's how the TV show was created. And so now Gideon's stuck in a time loop. Because Reverse Flash is always going to come. He's always going to come from the future. He's always going to exist. Because, oh, no, I lied. Because Eddie killed himself. So maybe, even though Gideon's intelligence would still be pretty strong, though, Gideon's intelligence would still be strong. Because it still is from the future. And it's reliving the same exact events for a second time. And it's an AI. So I think that they should try to incorporate Gideon some more. But I think that Gideon is inside of Reverse Flash's suit. And I don't think anybody wants to touch that. Because that'd be pretty interesting. I wish that the Legends would come and be like, hey, knock it the fuck off, y'all. Because Legends should be way more on the Flash more often than not. But the Flash, the Legends are just like Supergirl. They're so bad, but they're a little bit better. But they're still so bad that they don't really want to incorporate Legends of Tomorrow into anything not too strongly. Like, damn, they had that whole 4-part Alien crossover end with damn Barry and Oliver hanging out in the bar chilling. And I was like, hold on. It ended with the lightning flash, with the Flash and Arrow and shit. But it's like, wait a minute, what a... Or like it still had the Legends symbol, but still though, I'm like, where the hell happened to... Barry and shit, bro? What happened to... It's not Barry's show, it's the Legends show. I don't know. Just my thoughts, man. Damn, been rambling for like an hour. It's a good finale, man. It was a good finale. I likes it. I likes it a lot. For Reddit with thumbs up. Ooh. Oh, by the way, y'all, check out my Discord. It's in the chat. We're having fun. I actually have more members now. I'm so pleased. We got more members. We're posting sexy pics and we're doing TV talk. We're talking about TV and all that other great shit. All that other great shit. Get in the chat and start talking. We're having a great time, man. We're having a great time. These dudes are posting. These dudes are like so savage right now. They on their savagery. My goodness. Settle down, people. Let's see what else. Okay, Star Labs present after the Speed Force earthquake looks similar to Emo Berry Star Labs. Yeah, it did. It's like almost like time wants to correct itself. Almost. Because those Barry still goes into Speed Force. Yeah, even though yes, I know it's Savitar. Savitar is still technically Barry. More purposes than not. He is Barry. Barry still goes into the Speed Force prison, and Star Labs does end up getting destroyed. But Iris is alive, and that's all that matters. Iris is alive, and Harry's dead. HR is dead, I mean. So that was pretty crazy. I'm still tripping that Harry's dead. That really blew my fucking mind. That's what I'm noticing about this show. It always gets the fuck out of me at the very beginning. The very beginning is always good, and after that, it kind of wanes on. This beginning, it was good, and then it kept holding that steady pace. At least slightly dropping, but it still hold that steady pace. Oh man, whose man is this? Oh my god, what are they checking out on this fucking? Oh my goodness, let me see what they're checking out, man. People keep trying to link me into shit. I'm doing a live stream, trying to talk to the people. What up, people? I'm trying to talk to y'all, man. I like this finale. CW's having some good finales right now, and I'm appreciating it. CW's having some good finales. This Flash finale was good, and it gave me just about everything I wanted. Just about. There's still answers that weren't really clearly established by Savitar, really. But it's like minor plot holes, more inconsistencies than season 2's inconsistencies. Slightly more, because I watched season 2 again, and it seemed like it was more cohesive as far as like what happened and what went down. All right, but yeah, I pretty much know what I wanted to say about the Flash. It was good. It wasn't a very good season. It could have been better, but it ended off stronger than I expected it would. Probably because I had such low hopes for the season, so it ended off better than it started. Well, it started off good. Then it kind of dropped down because it kind of get back to this typical ass TV trope, formulaic shit. And then Alchemy. Yeah, that was the problem. That was one of the inconsistencies. I can't think about it at the moment. But what was the point of Alchemy? I never got the point of Alchemy. Like, they never really explained that and like their mission. And if you need a speedster, why did they use the rival? Why didn't they use the rival, so to speak? And why was Savitar making other metahumans? Just a whole lot of that's just a few of the plot holes from that. Like that season was just throwing straws, and like I said, it was just in such desperation to get back to the formulaic episodes of last season and the season before. But it was a good season all in all. So yeah, I'm about to wind it down, y'all. It's your boy WizFiasCole, aka Wiz, aka Wizard. Why? Because you're gonna fathom the wizardry. So how you gonna act when I talk to you in the C section? Support my Patreon if you like my content. Help me get some more money, man. I'm tired of working 2 jobs. Get my YouTube channels up, trying to get to 10,000 views so I actually cash this bitch out. And since I'm WizFiasCole, you know what that means? That means I'm gone.